I'm not sure the average person would believe the headline I just wrote about people who are eligible, and there's COVID grants out there that are not they're not applying for, that they're eligible for. And one of the reasons I'm running into is because they don't think, well, they think that somebody else deserves it more. You hear that? They think that somebody else deserves it more. Now, I was thinking about it. Actually, that comes from our grant that we're giving away, $1,000 to 10 different people. So $10,000 we're giving away to people that give us stories why they, how they would use it. And what I'm getting in those stories is people say, well, there are really more deserving people than me to do it. But they're applying anyway, and that's understandable, and they may or may not be more deserving. So, but more importantly, today I heard on a radio story out in the state of Washington, it was either Tacoma or Olympia, that they have so much rent grant money and people are not applying. And this is happening around the country. Now, some of the reasons why that is because people don't know it's there. And the law was passed months and months ago, and they're finally giving out the money. So people, but what they're getting in talking to people out there is that they think that somebody else is more deserving. Now, I mean, that's a wonderful thing to hear, I think, that everybody in America is not a money grubbing selfish bastard like I am, and that's so rewarding to hear that really people, the people apply for our stuff or whatever. And I tell you the truth, that's what I do with the government money I get. I don't think I deserve it. I don't need. I mean, deserve it. Probably isn't the issue. But I don't need it. And to me, government funds for people who need it. And so that's why I give it back, like I'm doing in this grant for people who send in the stories. That's money I got from the COVID, and that's $10,000 going to give back. Or my Social Security I give back to people who are trying to pay for community college. I think that's probably the best deal I have, and I don't really need it. I'm not starving or whatever, and more people in this country should get the skills to go to work. But now, then I'm thinking about, well, what about the tax code? Why do people want to take all the tax advantages they want, right, or they could get? And really, when you do that, you're doing the same thing. You're taking money that we as a country could use for something else. Maybe people that are more deserving than you are. But most people hire people for tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars to bleed the tax system dry, which is the same thing as the government. See, the rich people get their grants through the tax system. And so they get money back from the government because everybody's supposed to pay X percent, but they find to pay X minus 100. And that's really coming out of the Treasury, that the Treasury would have had to pay for things we want to do in America. But for some reason, that seems okay to do or something. I mean, it's different all over, and it's hard to judge. What's the site? My site is lesgohelp.com, and if you're a member of that, you could apply for the grant. And actually, membership in lesgo.com is not only our closed Facebook group, but it's our other Let's Go Help 2, which is another group where people help people. Members help members by state. So there's really, you get two for the price of one. So on Let's Go Help, not only do you get the personal help, if you start a discussion in Let's Go Help, I'll answer it personally and show you the best sources I think you should have for that subject you're trying to get money for. With my 40 or 50 years of experience, whatever the hell it is, it's been a long goddamn time, that's all I know. But it's great. I couldn't think of a better thing to do. And I still can't until I die. And that's why I want to contribute till I die to our society and find a way that what I do is valuable enough that people could pay me money so that I could live, and support myself and don't have to go on a government program. And that's what I think our mission should be in life is figuring out how to provide something to society that society is willing to pay you money for, because capitalism, that's what's neat about capitalism. It shows you what you're really worth. Sometimes too much, but anyway, so to how to be worth enough. I really need assistant right today. Oh, Amanda, you look familiar. Well, if you don't want to be a member, you go up to www.lesco.com/training. I got a lot of free places to start. Where you want to start up there is get the list of all the offices in your state that are in business to help you with financial problems, okay? They're getting grants, excuse me. These are the offices in your state. I put a state-by-state listing in there so you can get just your state. And you contact all those offices that are getting grant money themselves to help you solve financial problems. So they can show you where programs are or even give you money and things like that. That's the place to start. Home run. That's a place to start because we have them in every state, and that's what they're there for. Crypto would be long term. Yeah, making money on crypto. I mean, people do it, but that's gambling. Gambling is investing is gambling. You want to do that? That's fine. I don't spend my lifetime doing that, so I'm more interested in getting people to get on the way to supporting themselves. And to me, gambling is sort of interesting, but I don't know if it's a true service that we're providing to each other. We're giving somebody else money that we're gambling that it's going to be. I truthfully don't see a whole lot of difference between that and casinos. But, I'm biased. I got an MBA too, so I learned a lot about all that stuff. And certainly back in the 60s, it was attractive, people making tons of money in the stock market. And then, to me, the only thing you should be gambling into that's investment-wise is a house, because you can live in it, So what the hell? That's a twofer, which is a no-brainer to me. How do you get the 20 grand? Which 20 grand? There's lots of 20 grands that people give up. And there's probably 30, 40, 50,000 websites or programs that the government has. No, I paid for help today. Is there not help coming? Yes, but it's on your, if you paid for the Let's Go Help. Let's Go Help is on the internet. It's a closed Facebook group. There should have been in your receipt a link, a video that shows you how to go into Let's Go Help on YouTube. Not YouTube, Facebook. Facebook.com/groups/Let's Go Help. Facebook.com/groups, GROUPS/Let's Go Help. Now I paid $60 for your reports. I don't know what reports I have for $60. They're only $5 a piece, and if you get them all, it's only like $25 or something. I'm not sure, but if there's a problem, get us at letsgohelp@gmail.com. letsgohelp@gmail.com. Customer service folks. Me, if that doesn't help, you can always get me at letsgofreeradio@gmail.com. I'm less reliable. Can you name some of the sources for $20,000? Well, sir, you go to that website and you'll see hundreds of sources because there's thousands and thousands. And the website is www.free.lesco.com/training. www.free.lesco.com/training. Okay, so if you're not a member or whatever that, if you're a member, I inundate you. We'll keep sending you sources, thousands of them. And actually, if you apply to the grant, I give you what I'm calling now our mega state mini grants. And so it's mega state grants, and this is 1,000 reports or so, 1,000 sources or so for programs in your state to apply to. Hey, from Panama City, yay! Hey, diddy, he's from Panama City. And I'm just around Georgetown. I took a walk down through Georgetown today. I got about 5 miles in the bag and another 2 miles or so to finish. And they have a little park here. They say it's a private park. It's open from 7 a.m. till 9 p.m. Which is sort of nice. You can sit. The main street, this is Pennsylvania Ave that turns into M Street. And Pennsylvania Ave goes right to the White House. So about 20 blocks down is the White House. So you can sit here and go out to Pennsylvania Ave, go walk down to the White House. Okay. But it's all about, as I said the other day, to me, what all this thing is about doing anything in life is call. Got to get on the phone nowadays to get things done. Whether it's a job, starting a business, or getting a government grant, or getting a date. You got to call people, because the internet is good, but it's too much and you don't know what it really means. Nobody does, except the people who put the website there, and what they put the website, you can't guess what they're talking about. Where did you, and you have to, you don't know. Words mean different words to everybody. Like 80% of the free money that's given out from the government is not even called grants. So you're looking for grants, you're missing 80% of the free money. So that's why it's important to call. Like those half a dozen or so website offices for every state that help you out of financial trouble, you got to call them. You call each of them. Okay, then you find out where they suggest you apply for help. Okay, and then you got to get them to say, hey, what's the best thing for me to apply to? So that means you're calling, and you may get through, you may not, you wait, you call, you may get through, you're not, you wait, call. Okay, now, after you talk to all of it, you keep notes, and you keep notes of the websites and the places, or the extra places you have to call, because they may tell you other places to call. And then when you run into the websites that they say, yeah, this makes sense for you, then you apply. You apply. You just keep applying. You don't make one phone call, make one application, and sit and wait to collect the money. It's not going to work that way. You may get lucky and hit by lightning. And so you have to call. You have to apply. So you apply once, okay, then you keep looking. Where else can I apply to? You apply again. You keep looking. Where else can I apply to, okay? Now, the third most important thing is you're going to fail. See? That's what life is. You're looking for jobs, right? You got to knock on doors, and put in, apply, right? And you'll fail most of the time, right? And what you got to do is apply enough or get lucky enough to get one or more. And once you start learning that, then it becomes easier. It's sort of like you're trying to shoot a basketball first time, Oh shit, I'm way off, right? You keep shooting that basketball enough times, you're getting closer and closer, and that's what life is about. You have to try enough and fail enough so you get closer and closer. So it's all about getting closer. The closer you get, the more you become a closer. You close the deal, all right? So get closer so you could be a closer. And get further, you're a loser. What can I do a loser? There must be. I'll work on that on my next 2 miles. I think a rhyme I can use with loser. So if you get closer, you be a closer. If you get looser, you be a loser. Maybe, that's not too good. It's not bad, is it? Not bad. What the hell? We're all trying. You don't get perfect the first time out. You keep trying. That's why I've been doing this stuff 40 years or more. That's why I'm the best in the country. You show me somebody who knows more about these government programs than I do. I mean, I hate to brag. My mother's passed away a long time ago, so I can't even brag. She won't even let me brag. But it's more important that I see other people selling this, and they may be right at some times, and bless their heart for trying. But more importantly, be careful. People charge so much money for this. This is why I'm trying to be as cheap as possible. I think I should not be in business. The government should be doing this. These are government programs, and they should be the one telling people, but they don't know how to market, and they make it too confusing. So I got a job to do till I die, and it's a wonderful job, and I can't wait to get up every morning to do it, and to have just the possibility of being able to show somebody a website, a phone number, or whatever that could really make a difference in their life. And that's what our life is. It's too complicated for everybody to know everything. And you know, there's help out there, but you got to dig it out. It's not going to come to you. It's like anything in life. You're the one that has to go to digging. But you have to really know where to dig, because otherwise, Google is making it harder to find things. They're not making it easier to find things. They make it easier to find things if you know the website. If you don't know the website, you'll never find it, because Google is a money machine. That means it's marketing, and it's all about marketing. And then people are there spending money on Google to find you if you have a problem, and they have a way to solve your problem if you give them money. When the government has ways to solve your problem and they don't charge you anything. See, that's what I'm trying to teach people. There are so many free ways to solve your problem without spending money. And if you have money to spend, fine, God bless you. But if you don't, I want people who can't afford that. And there's other ways to do things in life, and that's my mission. And I'll be doing it till my face falls into the soup at dinner time. So I'll see you till my face is in the soup. Talk to you later.